Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms.
Well, guys, slow news day. Except, it's actually not really. Sorry, I can never lie to you guys. There's a whole lot I could be talking about that's happening right now that's more important than what we're going to be talking about today, but just let me have this one for now, all right? Today, we're going to be operating under the guise of it being a slow news day because what we're talking about in this video today is maybe, just maybe, the dumbest thing I've ever committed a video to in my entire YouTube career. However, it is also one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my entire life. So, you know, yin yang. At this point, if you don't know who the Costco Guys are, I feel like we might be too deep into the lore for me to fully explain to you the power they hold, the cultural phenomenon they've become. So if I say the words Costco Guys and two aggressively New Jersey-esque individuals don't pop into your brain, I'll try and give you a quick 15-second rundown. Basically, last year, father and son duo AJ and Big Justice blew up on TikTok for making videos about how much they love the store Costco. They started making a bunch of different videos rating different Costco products, and they developed an unorthodox way of rating them. They would give them a boom, which is good, or a doom, which is bad. Really, that's all you need to know to understand what we're talking about today. I would recommend you look into the lore, really understand the extended universe here, but that's all you really gotta know, okay? They've made songs about it, they've gotten brand deals over it. Their entire image has pretty quickly become more about the boom and the doom than it is about the Costco. So now that you know about that, you might be wondering, okay, so why are we talking about these guys today? I've talked about them a couple times in the past. I feel like I've probably said what I needed to say about them. Why exactly are we back? It's a great question. The answer is an 8-second long clip that I saw the other day that even after having multiple days to process this clip, I'm still kind of baffled that it is real. If you've seen it already, I know that you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I'm going to try and not spoil it, even though you've probably already seen it at the very beginning of the video. I tend to do that, don't I? So you've probably already seen it. I'm going to act like you didn't, though. If you could play along, I would really be appreciative, okay? Here it is. Please subscribe.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Boom!
So, yeah. That is a clip from one of AJ's and Big Justice's recent TikTok lives, I believe, where I guess a viewer who I would imagine was probably joking, I hope, told AJ and Big Justice that his brother had recently passed away, and in response, instead of just saying we're so sorry for your loss, you know, we hope you get through this tough time, instead of saying anything like that and then just moving on like you should do, if you're going to address it at all, they decided to give the dead brother 5 booms, which I don't know the conversion rate, but I'm pretty sure that's like really good. If I'm being quite honest, I don't think I've ever seen them give anything 5 booms, so maybe this is like the highest form of respect from them, but I can't help but think it's a little bit in poor taste. Grand scheme of things, this is one of the most unimportant things I've ever talked about, but like I said, I think it's pretty funny. So I'm just kind of curious as to like what you guys think. Do you think this is disrespectful? Like I said earlier, I don't think there's actually anybody dead in this situation, but I do think that AJ and Big Justice thought that there was. I think that's what's important to focus on here. Is it fair to say that this is an objectively insane way to respond when somebody tells you a family member just died? Like, let's make it fair, okay? Let's set some ground rules here. I think it's weird to tell any influencer or content creator something like this. We've talked many times about the effects of parasocial relationships on this channel, and while I do think this is just a joke, it's still kind of a weird joke to make. This is like walking up to a person that you've never spoken to before in your entire life. You don't even greet them. You just say, my brother just died. Like, that is essentially what this is, but social media culture makes it not really feel that way, but that's what you're doing when you do something like this. So obviously, it's weird to say this in the first place, and you're not owed like any condolences by the person who you tell this to, but if you are the person being told this and you choose to respond, 5 booms seems kinda wild. Like, look, I understand why Big Justice would do it. I think he's like 12. Honestly, no clue how old he is. Is that a good guess? Not sure. But AJ is like at least a 45-year-old man. And really, he thought it was appropriate to tell what he had to have thought was a child in response to them saying their brother just passed away. You get 5 booms, my friend. I don't know. Like, I don't really care at the end of the day. Even if this was real, I don't think it'd be anything to really make a fuss about. But a middle-aged man doing that seems like really, really out of touch. That just seems kind of crazy. But at the same time, maybe it's not crazy at all. Maybe it would be the perfect thing for them to do, right? And that's where I'm conflicted. Because let's say for a moment that there really was somebody genuinely telling AJ and Big Justice that their brother just passed away. I feel like the cap on that is 8 years old. Nobody over the age of 8 is going to ever even consider doing that. And if you're a big fan of AJ and Big Justice, you're gonna go fucking batshit over the boom and dooms, right? So maybe what would make you feel better, maybe exactly what you're looking for in that moment, is 5 booms from your heroes. And I'm saying that and it sounds like I'm making a joke, but I'm really not. You know what I mean? Like, obviously because they are the Costco guys, it's really easy to quickly turn this into a joke, and I mean, I'm going to anyways. But maybe we could look at this as like a really thoughtful, wholesome moment where AJ knew just what to do to make a kid feel better. Now, I'm talking about this for 2 reasons. One is because, like I said, I think it's pretty funny. But 2 is because I've been a person whose job has been to be negative on the internet for a pretty decent amount of time at this point. And honestly, I think I'm beginning to kind of feel that. Not in a bad way or anything, don't worry. I'm not denouncing negativity. I don't think I would be physically capable of doing that. I'm a pretty negative person naturally. I think you have to be a commentary YouTuber. I think it's just one of the prerequisites. But I saw this and I was instantly like, this is so fucking stupid. These guys are making a fool of themselves. How would they do this? And this year, I'm trying to challenge myself to see things more fully. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Look at things in different lights. Try and not always just immediately focus on the negative when it's not necessary. A lot of the times it is. And I'm not even saying that a lot of my videos would be different if I had started doing this sooner, because a lot of the stuff I talk about is just objectively bad. But with stuff like this, I think it's important for everybody, really, with how overwhelmingly negative the internet is these days. I mean, seriously, just going onto Twitter these days and seeing how at each other's throats every fucking person on the planet is now, it kind of fucks with your mental. So I feel like we should all make an effort to be a little bit more positive, and this is me trying to set that in motion for myself. Fuck it, let's give the Costco guys the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this isn't cringe, maybe this isn't tone deaf, maybe this is just a dad trying to make a kid feel better, and he's doing it the best way he could think of. I feel like in situations like this, there's no harm done in doing that. This is an extremely low stakes scenario. Nothing about this really matters. Why make it so negative? Not trying to force my philosophy on you, not trying to get deep here, okay? This is a silly YouTube video at the end of the day. Just thought it was something worth talking about. Well, guys, what do you think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think we need more negativity in our world right now? Because honestly, I could probably be convinced. I feel like YouTube isn't nearly as bad as other social medias, but like seriously, guys, recently I've been heavily contemplating deleting Twitter because it's getting kind of bleak, especially around politics, which is not like a super new thing, but it's like, damn, nobody can do anything right anymore. It's like every single thing on the internet these days will be dissected to extract as much negativity as is humanly possible. And honestly, as a person who's aware that I'm sort of contributing to that, it's just kind of getting old. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.